Let's go. Let's go. Hope everyone's having an absolutely fantastic day. It's your boy, Ryan Lodi, coming to you live, talking a little bit about insurance. Hey, if you don't know me, take full responsibility. My name's Ryan Lodi, owner of LC Financial Group, where we help everyday individuals create a multiple six-figure renewal income within their first year. We're hiring, we're growing, and we're expanding in all 50 states. So if you want to learn more about what partnering with us here at LC Financial Group would look like, DM me, comment below, reach out to any of our partners here at LC Financial Group, or hey, send an email to our careers team, careers at teamlcfg.com, careers at teamlcfg.com. So coming to you once again with another insurance tip, and it's in regards to getting uncomfortable and taking risks. Something that many people are not willing to do. They're not willing to get uncomfortable. They're not willing to take risks. They're not willing to, jump outside of that bubble that they're used to being in. And that used to be me 8 years ago when I first got into insurance. But over the past 8 years, I've really expanded, I've really multiplied, and I want to see the same thing for you guys. So I'm going to share some tips on why it's important to get uncomfortable, why it's important to take risks, what are some results and rewards that you can see by taking risks and being uncomfortable. And we're just going to dive right into it. I'm not going to take up much of your guys' time this evening. So let's talk about it. I mean, having faith in yourself, and most importantly, faith in the process, faith in where you're going, what you're going to achieve, your passion, your goals, your targets. Having faith is so important to ultimately be able to take risks, get uncomfortable, and move past any fears, any doubts, on any considerations, right? Because ultimately, that's what's going to happen as you continue to grow and you can continue to expand in your personal life and in your business life. There's one of two things that are going to happen. Either number one, you are going to move past your doubts, you're going to move past your fears, you're going to move past anything that might be holding you back, the barriers, the uncertainty, the lack of confidence. You're either going to move past that, or the other side of it is you're not going to move past it. You're going to get trapped by your fears, the anxiety, the doubt, the worry, the uncertainty, the lack of confidence. You're going to get trapped by it. So one thing that I've done within the past 8 years, and I've seen a lot of other highly successful individuals do this as well, is that they get uncomfortable. They take risks because they know, and I know, that when you get uncomfortable and when you take risks, great things are going to happen. Great things are going to happen when you get uncomfortable and when you take risks. There's always going to be an opportunity on the other side of discomfort and on the other side of moving past the barrier, moving past the challenge, moving past any fear, anxiety, or worry that you might have. Like, one of the most disabling things that you're going to have in your personal and business life is your emotions and your feelings. And I'm talking about the emotions and feelings that hold you back, right? As I've already noted, fear, doubt, anxiety, worry, uncertainty, lack of confidence, fear of loss, fear of rejection. Like, all of that is going to hold you down and it's going to hold you back. The highly successful get to where they are. They've gotten what they've gotten. They've become who they've become because they're able to move past fears, doubts, anxiety, worry, the stress, the challenges, the barriers, the roadblocks. They're able to move past it. So the more that you become comfortable with getting outside your comfort zone, the more that you become comfortable with taking risks, the more that you become comfortable with being dangerous and doing things that you sometimes don't necessarily want to do, or maybe doing things that you don't think are actually going to pay off. right? The life of an entrepreneur, the life of a business owner, the life of a self-employed 1099 individual. You don't always think that things are going to pay off. You don't always think that the risk and the dangerous commitments that you make and the uncomfortable decisions and actions that you take, you don't always think that it's going to pay off. But the more that you do it, the more likely it will pay off. The more that you do it, the more that you take risks, the more that you get uncomfortable, the more that you move into dangerous situations, you move past your fears, anxieties, your worries, your stress. The more that you do it, the more that it becomes natural to you. And that's the state of being that we want to move into. That's the state of existence that we want to move into. We want to move into the state of existence of uncomfortableness is just normal to us. Taking risks is just normal to us. Being dangerous is just normal to us. So you have to practice this on a daily basis. You have to practice being dangerous, taking risks, and getting uncomfortable on a daily basis. So there's some situations that I've seen with insurance agents, with agency owners, that hold them back from really exemplifying and multiplying their success in their personal and business life. Like, hey, you might be watching this and you're a part-time insurance agent. You still have some other jobs on the other side. You have a full-time job, but you're doing insurance part-time. It's never going to get you to true success in the insurance industry. So you got to make that leap of faith, right? We're talking about being dangerous and being uncomfortable and taking risks. You know, one of the quotes that always stick with me is that taking risk is less risky than not taking risks. Right? I'll repeat that again. Taking risk is less risky than not taking risk. The individual in the universe today is going to be more risky by not taking risk, by not getting uncomfortable, by not being dangerous. You're moving yourself into a state of riskiness, a state of, uncertainty, doubt, confusion by not taking risks, by not being dangerous, by not getting uncomfortable, right? It seems a little bit backwards, but sometimes, and most of the time, the highly successful are very unorthodox. They're very outside of the box. They're very extraordinary. They're very, sometimes even spontaneous. They're just like, oh, I'm just going to take this risk. Oh, I'm just going to get uncomfortable. Oh, I'm just going to be dangerous. They make decisions quickly, right? You need to study and duplicate the highly successful, the traits and the attributes of the highly successful. You need to start doing this, right? So back to my example, maybe you're part-time and you're in the insurance industry, but you have another full-time job on the other side. Like, you need to get rid of that job. Like, hey, like for example, one of my executives here at LC Finance Group, Luke Pisani, he had 2 full-time jobs making over 6 figures a year. And he was just like, man, I need to get rid of it, because he knew his potential and his capabilities were so much greater, and the power within inside of him was so much greater than him just settling, being complacent, not taking risks, not being dangerous, not being uncomfortable, by keeping those jobs on the other side. Like, he was like, man, I need to get rid of it. He took a risk. He got dangerous. He got uncomfortable, and he went all in with insurance. Now he's building his own team within LC Financial Group. He's now has a multiple 6-figure renewal income. It didn't come overnight. Like, this transition from a 6-figure opportunity job that he had with those 2 jobs to being in the insurance industry, it didn't come overnight. It came maybe after like 6 months, even a year. He could tell you more exactly about that. However, it's just a prime example of what can happen when you get uncomfortable, when you take risks, when you be dangerous. Like, many people, if you have a job right now, this is a common scenario. You probably have family members, friends, close associates around you that are like, hey, don't quit your full-time job until you know everything about insurance, until you're amazing at insurance, until you see the full results with insurance. And that is pinpoint exactly why you're not going to create success in the insurance industry. You're not going to create success in your life in general. It's because you're always letting the doubt, the uncertainty, and the lack of confidence hold you back. So, number one example is like, hey, someone that's part-time in the insurance industry and they're not taking the risk, getting uncomfortable by going full-time. Number two, what's going to happen is you're an insurance agency owner and you're still personally producing, which, don't get me wrong, it's not a bad thing. However, if you really want to grow a business, you really want to scale and expand, you need to pull yourself away from personal production and figure out how you can fully transition into working on the business. And the thing is that when you transition from working in the business to working on the business, you're going to be taking a major pay cut at first. And that's exactly how it was for me. It's exactly how it was for me. I took a major pay cut from transitioning from working in the business to working on the business. Many people have fears about growing a business, growing an agency, growing a team in the insurance industry because they hear maybe all these horror stories, or they've heard from another agency owner about how they can't find great people, how people don't listen to instructions, they don't listen to guidance, they're not coachable, on and on and on, right? You really need to evaluate what type of data you are programming in your mind, what type of information you are planting in your subconscious, because that's what's holding you back. Not being dangerous, not getting uncomfortable, not taking risks. That is exactly what's holding you back. So you're an agency owner that is still working in the business but can't fully transition to working on the business. You're holding yourself back, and you're also holding other people back that are in your agency. You're also holding your group back and mankind back, right? If you want to become an agency owner, you want to because you want to help other people, plain and simple. You have a passion, you have a drive, you have this fire underneath you that, like, man, I want to help other people. But if you're still personally producing and you're not full-time working on the business and you're still working in the business, then ultimately you're being unethical to a degree. You're being unethical because you're letting down your group, you're letting down mankind, right? So you have to stay on purpose with what you're doing, where you're going, what you're looking to achieve in life, and stay ethically responsible for everything that you're looking to create. So, as a common example, I was there before. When I first started growing my agency, growing LC Financial Group, which in the beginning was nothing. I didn't even have a name. I didn't have any policies in place. I didn't have any systems. I didn't have any structure, right? I didn't have anything in place. But I'm like, man, I want to help people, right? That was my first intention, my first thought. I want to help people. I want to get away from just personally producing myself because, hey, I can't give back to the degree that I want to give back. I can't support to the degree that I want to support, my church, my charity, a foundation, a community, my family, right? And I'm like, man, like, I know I am able and capable to do bigger things. So you might be having these same exact thoughts as well. You might be having these same thoughts. Like, you know that you can do bigger things. You know that your potential within you, within the spiritual being within you, is so much greater than what you're tapping into. But you're letting fear, doubt, anxiety, stress, worries, uncertainty, unsolicited advice, right? Naysayers that might be around you. You're letting all this just get inside of your head and literally, what I like to call, trap you in a cage. A lot of us are trapped in a cage. I was trapped in a cage. A lot of my executives within my organization were trapped in a cage. Hey, to a degree, I'm even still trapped in a cage. I still have things that I need to fix, as we all do, right? Every day in every way, we're getting better and better. So that's another common occurrence. It's like, hey, you're an agency owner, and what happens is you get trapped working in the business and trying to build a business and work on the business. It's not going to work. If you really want to expand and help thousands, if not millions of individuals, you have to remove yourself from working in the business and fully go all in with working on the business. Get uncomfortable, take risks, be dangerous. Remove any of the doubt, remove any of the uncertainty, remove any of the fears, the stress, the worries, or the anxiety. Those things are normal. It's normal to happen. It's going to happen in your life. Those feelings and emotions are going to happen. But what are you going to do with those feelings and emotions? That's the question you need to ask yourself right now. What are you going to do with those feelings and emotions when they come up in your life? Because you're either going to confront it, you're either going to attack it, you're either going to plow through it like the highly successful do, or you're going to retreat, you're going to pull back, you're going to run away from it, you're going to neglect it, you're going to do everything other than the number one option, which is just full on head front attack it and confront it. You're just going to run away from it. That's ultimately what's going to happen when you get confronted with fears and doubts, uncertainty, unsolicited advice, stress, worries, anxiety, all the feelings and all the emotions, right? Feelings and emotions and doubt is one of the most disabling things that happens to us as humans, as spiritual beings, right? I believe we're truly spiritual beings, just trapped inside of a physical, form. So guys, I can't stress this enough. Take risks, be dangerous, get uncomfortable. Do whatever you got to do to really unleash the power that's within you. Unleash the beast that's in you. Unleash the potential that you have that's sitting inside of you, that's remaining untapped. Unleash it. I do a lot of courses, a lot of personal development that allows me to unleash my power. I would love to share that with you. So if you want to learn more about that, just feel free to reach out to me. But we're talking about just getting uncomfortable, taking risks, being dangerous, and how vitally important it is. If you really want to do big things and great things, make a big impact in your life and in other people's lives, you can't let your feelings and emotions hold you down and bog you down. You just can't. It's not going to happen. I didn't get to where I'm at right now currently by letting my feelings and my emotions hold me back. And I'm definitely not going to get to where I want to go, which is 100x from where I'm currently at, if I'm letting feelings and emotions hold me back. So guys, stay blessed. Keep removing those feelings and emotions. Keep getting uncomfortable, taking risks, being dangerous. Surround yourself with other people who are doing that. That's one thing that's really helped me, is getting in the environment and the surrounding of other individuals that move past their fears, their emotions, their feelings. They move past the comfortableness, right? So do that. Get around other people. That's helped me tremendously. Listen to other people. Listen to the highly successful. Study the highly successful, right? Attend events where power collects. Go to events, go to conferences, go to masterminds. Start connecting with other people that have done big things. And it'll give you some type of inspiration, some type of motivation. Even though that all lies within, you can still get it from outside sources. Have a great rest of your day, great rest of your evening, great rest of your morning, whenever you might be watching this. I truly do appreciate you for tuning in. Let me know if this helped you at all. My mission, my passion in life is to help individuals break outside of their cage that they have trapped themselves in, that the world and the universe has trapped themselves in, and to really utilize their full potential and their full capabilities. So continue to follow me along this journey as I continue to help other individuals, continue to help myself, and comment, like, subscribe. If you found value in this, leave me a comment below. If you like this, leave me a comment below what you want to see more of, what data, what information you would like me to bring to you guys. And as always, let's continue to flourish and prosper. You guys have a great rest of your day. Ryan Lodi, aka The Machine, owner of LC Finance Group, where we help everyday individuals create a multiple six-figure renewal income. We're hiring, we're growing, and we're expanding in all 50 states. We're looking to pop up offices in all 50 states in multiple cities within each state. Currently got 2 offices in Ohio. We've got our office in Miami opening by January. We have our office in Tampa opening by Q2. We have our office in Charlotte, North Carolina opening by Q2. We have our office in San Francisco, California opening by Q2. Dallas, Texas by Q2. And we want more people to help. We need more people to help. We want people that are purpose driven and want to make a big impact on the universe, really truly help individuals. They have their ethics in, most importantly, and they want to be surrounded by other individuals that are ethical, they're driven, they have big purposes, big reasons. So, hey, if this sounds like you and you want to learn more about what partnering with us here at LC Finance Group will look like, DM me, comment below, reach out to any of our partners, any of our executives, or hey, send an email to our careers team, careers@teamlcfg.com, careers@teamlcfg.com. You guys have a great one. Ryan Lodi here, checking out. Let's go. Get uncomfortable, take risks, be dangerous. Don't let your fears, anxieties, doubts, worries, feelings, emotions hold you back from the greatness that is stored within you. Let's go.